I worked as a Los Angeles Times reporter and photographer at the time, and I happened to be the only foreign correspondent at the airport in the middle of the fierce fighting between the Russian-backed troops of insurgents and Ukrainian army, which was just rebuilding itself. But I wanted to add some more like outside human element to it, and I added a romance, a love story, which I invented. And I needed a character because it's not only about the airport, it's about the whole war from beginning to end. No, well, it's not over yet, but I mean, the hottest part of it is kind of over, thank God, and the negotiations keep going on. The military stuff, the events of the war depicted in the book, they are all real. They may be moved and transferred in space and in time, and the names of the characters were changed, but like it is one of those books I can truly say is based on true facts, on a real story. But I think it is a document of the epoch, and the farther we go from that, the more of a historic document it will become. Because I was the only guy, the only photographer, the only foreign correspondent, and the only reporter in the airport during the fighting. And I used my photographic eye to depict it. So I think it's very important to keep those details. The biggest challenge was to go around and meet with all those Ukrainian soldiers which were still on the front line, in the trenches, or at home resting, and talk it over with them to confirm some details, to change something. At some point, I was sitting at a cafe in Kharkiv, a huge western city of Ukraine, which at some point in the past was even the capital of Ukraine. And I was sitting there with 5 guys, and we went with 5 soldiers, and we went over every detail of the story. And when it was over, I realized it was 6 o'clock in the morning. So we sat all night, smoking, drinking, and talking. It expresses my opinion, my view of what happened. But I think my view is more or less objective versus facts, because I was there, I saw it with my own eyes, and I have a right to express my opinion, and it tells the story of why the war happened, why it happened nowadays in the middle of Europe, why we still live in the world where the leader of the biggest country in the world allows himself to think and act as if he is some Nicholas I of the 19th century.